Hello, Ben. Hello, this is me. Hello, hello.
What I have for breakfast? Never eat soggy Weet-Bix is my tip for anyone out there. If y'all can hear me out there in the live stream, this is testing 1, 2. Another soggy Weet-Bix? Sure can. Is that hearing a lot better, or shall I talk differently? Not too sure, but there are probably about 4 people here that can hear me. Anyone out there? Hello?
I don't like going up scaffold.
Nobody does. Really sketchy ones.
I've seen it fall down before.
Really? Oh my god. Are people on it?
No, I refuse to get up it. Because it's so windy. No, it's so windy.
Oh my god. Matsuda is the league's most lethal weapon right now. 10 goals in 10 games and showing no signs of slowing down. Essendon encounters with their own firepower. Airi Fujiwara has 6 and Emma Langley, pushing higher up the pitch, has added 4. Two sides, plenty at stake and attacking talent everywhere you look. This one's set to explode here at Olympic Village. You're watching round 11 action of the 2025 NPL Victoria Women's Season, live from the northern suburbs of Heidelberg on a picture-perfect Saturday afternoon. This is the home of the mighty team in yellow and black. You couldn't ask for better weather. You couldn't even script this matchup at all. We're live on the NPL YouTube channel. I'm Han Solo, and I'll be taking you through all the action tonight, and kickoff is just moments away. Heidelberg in the yellow and black, kicking from left to right of your screen. They might have the sun impair them perhaps in this half, where Essendon Royals in their away kit, the white and red shorts. I'll take you down the home side lineup as the kickoff just underway, as Heidelberg looking to clear that ball, attacking forward as soon as kickoff entails. So, number 2, we have Mia Hayson. Number 3, Rosie Wild. Cameron Barrero on form in the back line for Heidelberg. Number 4, as mentioned before, Sawa Matsuda. Number 5, Catherine Vlahopoulos is number 8. Bronte Peel on the starting lineup today. Number 10, Nicole Cooper also on the starting 11. Repping 11 on her back, Asuka Miyata, 14. Molly Burke, 16 in the middle. In goals, Mia Bailey, number 21. And on the winger, Heidi Drain, number 24 for Heidelberg. I'll call those off the bench when they come on in. I would assume the second half. A few late outs, Steph Galea being one and Liana Fotinos not playing tonight. A few other outs being Keely Lockhart, still away from travel. Hopefully we might see her back in the coming rounds. And the away team, the Essendon Royals, we have number 2, Emma Langley. Number 3, Mia Lanteri Bartley. Captain, Michaela Jujic. Number 4, Rebecca Van Dort. 5. 6 is Sasha Curry. 9 is Fujiwara Ari, as mentioned before. Leading goal scorer for the Royals, number 12, Kobe Wilbert. Amy Parkinson's number 14. Kendra Smith, 20. Goalkeeper, 21. Goalkeepers somehow favouring that number. Could be a lucky number. Zara Board. And Ava Grover, not to mention also number 11. We'll call those off the bench when they come back on. But what a game it will be, very fitting. And the fans are slowly rolling in here at Olympic Village. You probably perhaps forgot their sunglasses. Always forgetting that if you're on at the broadcast end, where we are now in the main stands, the sun setting is going to impair you. So shielding of the eyesight. We're okay now up here, higher up in the stands, but those further down in the stands are having that sun glaring at them. As I'll reset here from the back here, Heidelberg. So, Rollers coach, Vince Patalo, leading the team on this season. Through the middle, just open space there momentarily as Royals come back and collect. And Terry Bartley, just a wild shot through the centre. High ball. Heidelberg looking to bring it to ground. They'll find a different avenue. Been told to go back. Bit of a slow start for Essendon to get things moving. Bailey. Intended for Miata. It's going to go back to her direction. And into the breadbasket. She'll try something else next time. Rely solely there on a player in that direction, but didn't go in favour of Heidelberg. And looks like they're rushing a little bit there when they normally don't need to. Here's Royals on the move on the right side. They'll cut it back in, and the counter-attack that they were hoping for have been shut down there by keeper Mia Bailey. High kick. On a ball there, intended for Matsuda. He brought to ground. Langley, high ball, juggling ball towards Lahopoulos. Matsuda finds Cooper, looking for the returning ball. Easily gobbled up there by keeper Zara Board in the all blue. Directing players to go high and long. Another high ball. Towards Grober. Langley on the move. Wants to cut it through. A lot of yellow and black jumpers. Miata putting her body on the line. Wins the ball. That was a very clever play, but there's two Royal jumpers right in front of her. No choice but to kick out of bounds for a reset side ball for Heidelberg. Deep inside the defensive half. Looks to hug the boundary. Cooper looks to header it towards Matsuda. Cleverly held the body. Lahopoulos looking to switch it towards Barrero, who desperate to get to that corner of the pitch. Eventually will go out of bounds. Quick release for Heidelberg. Back to Rosie Wild. Looks to find the winger. Couldn't keep the ball alive, and Royals will reset. Grover. Back to Lenteri Bartley. Whips it long again. Hoping for Langley to make the run. Back to Hasten. She'll retreat back to keeper Bailey. Didn't want to opt to her left. A bit risky there. Finds it short to Wild again. Wild opts to go long. A lot of long balls just going to no man's land. And then just a wild shot from Smith. Heidelberg can reset it once again. Bailey. Short to Hasten. Ball looks almost a little bit flat at this stage. Grober. On the move, Langley lurking. Still Grober holding on to it momentarily. Looks to switch it, but may have been too late for a teammate to get to. Back to Barrero. Looking for the boundary, but it may have just caught her assistant manager in the meantime. Amy Parkinson. Can she find a target right in front of the Heidelberg bench? Whistle blown there by a referee. Not sure if it's been a free kick that's been given or been called back to. Oh, they must have moved a few too many steps forward. It's gone all the way right in front of the Heidelberg bench. They'll restart again. Royals. As Heidelberg win back the ball. Heidelberg, what a season they've had. They are in red hot form. One of the best we've seen from the yellow and black. Top of the table so far with 7 wins, 2 draws, and just 1 loss. This is 11 rounds in we're talking about here. So it's shaping up to be one of their best campaign yet. On the other end, Essendon Royals, meanwhile, are 6. They've got 5 wins, 1 draw, and 4 defeats, but still very much in the finals hunt. You feel on paper Heidelberg come in as favourites, but the head-to-head tells a different story. These sides have met 4 times in the past. Essendon leads the series 3-1. No draws, though, and no stalemates. Just results in the last one, well, round 14 last year, Royals with a 2-0 win, thanks to the goals from Grober and Osler. So history is on Essendon's side, but you feel 2025, Heidelberg looks like a different beast. The Warriors, you feel they just are coming off as contenders. Here's Cooper. Looking to find Matsuda. Essendon Royals saw that all unfold and they'll restart again. Here's Grober. Wonderful player there, but it's just been clipped away. Miata. Helps to find her teammate Matsuda. Position her body well. Cooper. And the wing. I feel like sometimes you are missing the key link of Keely Lockhart. Controlling the ball and also link up to players like Matsuda. I'm sure her return will be well received from the team in yellow and black, but it seems they may have done quite a wonderful job already without her presence here. Intercepted again, Grober. They've managed to shut that down. Heidelberg. Harry. Guerrero. They're off second best. Essendon Royals able to move the ball along on the right side. It's cut in. The sun may impaired. Bailey. No. She's got the eye on the ball at all times. Play towards Matsuda. Hopeless brings it to ground. A lot from her teammate. Cleared away by Board. Hasten to Wild. It's a nice little back. It's going to go again, just missing the target for Heidelberg. Suda haven't got a clear passage of play as of yet. And high ball out of bounds. So 0-0 here at round 11 action. Just about 12 minutes past here in the first half, and the sun slowly setting down here at Olympic Village. Plenty of other games that's happening today as well. Brunswick Juventus and Pauline Lions. Alamein and Spring Hills, that will be a big game. I think that's happening at the moment. Game last night, Box Hill defeated Preston Lions in their home ground, 3-1. FE Academy, that's also another game that's also happening at the moment, as Essendon look to bring the ball forward. Heidelberg, very solid defending at the moment, able to shut a few of those key passages of play, as Matsuda. Under pressure there by Lanteri Bartley. Just enough to shepherd the ball away. And one big clash tomorrow, South Melbourne against Burundara Eagles, and that's at Lakeside, 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. South is really favouring that Sunday afternoon fixture at Lakeside. Just to close up the weekend. Wonder what will be more favourable. Starting off the weekend, 8:30 p.m. clash on a Friday evening, or a 2 p.m. game on a Sunday. As Heidelberg, their first corner kick. High ball may have just gone too far off, but it's hit the back post. Defended away there by Royals. Ball still kept alive. Hopolis. Miata. Left boot in. Whips it. It's deflected! How about that? Matsuda. Something out of nothing. The ball whipped in perfectly, and Matsuda, undeniably one of the best strikers in the league, in the competition this season. Faultless. It was chaos play, but that's exactly how players like Sawa Matsuda react in situations like that. She's stoked. Goes straight to her manager and went, look what I've done. Look at that. Can you imagine? What a season she's had for Heidelberg. Wonderful performance, and it just takes a lot of bravery in those situations. You've got to put yourself out there. Ball just whipped in. Got a player on it. She fell to ground, and it just took the special touch, and that is from Sawa Matsuda. 14 minutes in, and Heidelberg are up. Though, in the meantime, Royals keeper Zara Board just had a heavy knock. Physio has just come over just to double check on her situation at the moment. Just unsure exactly where it may have impacted the collision between her and Sawa Matsuda. It looks to be perhaps her right ankle. Could have just been a very awkward fall. Bravery coming also from keepers. They've put their body on the line, protecting their team. May have just been the collision between her teammate Ari Matsuda and herself. We're just physio just having a very close eye on it. Just seems to be up. Just limping a little bit there. Essendon Royals do have Ava Walters on standby if need. Let's play resume. Heidelberg, 1 goal up. Essendon Royals as Grober haven't really had a clear pass. Finds Ari. Back to Grober, whips it in another direction. Bailey, it's gone past Bailey. Royals, what a response. Applying that pressure. Draw in the keeper. And the response is perfectly timed. Game on. Grober used a different avenue. Did find Ari first. That wasn't a right option. Looked for the direction in the far post. And the finish was wonderful. Two goals in a space of about 30 seconds. Grober, you just feel the intelligence. She's just got so much experience under her belt in the A-League, in NPL. Just the vision, just the problem-solving skills that you see in experienced players. If one avenue doesn't work, look for that. She just knew where her teammate was going to be and just directed it in that way. And you just have the instincts and trust your teammate. It was number 6, Sasha Curry. She's pretty stoked on that performance there and got her name on the scoreboard, knowing that that goal is crucial. If they allow Heidelberg to continue their form and then get that ball in dangerous situations towards Sawa Matsuda, they know the game might be the end. But then, if they've just got the belief and make sure that they can challenge up to Heidelberg, it's definitely game on. Wow, what a half. It's only been less than 20 minutes, so not even halfway through this half. And we've already got 2 goals in it here at Olympic Village. The crowd is slowly building up here. As, including myself, everyone here shielding their eyes. Probably forgot that the sun does set in this manner. As bored. Looking well in this situation. Did have quite a heavy fall and knock earlier, but looks to be okay now. Juggling ball. Still juggling in the air. Miyata. Stolen the ball. Made it look so easy. Directed it towards Matsuda. Already got a goal in it. And it's cleared away. Guerrero wrapping the pink scrunchie this evening. Will come and collect right in front of boards. Cleared away by Royals. Miyata still keeping the ball alive for Heidelberg. Retreats back to Hasten. Couldn't get the ball back towards the direction of Guerrero. And Royals side ball. Jujic. Holding possession. Ari on the move. Play on, says the referee. And Heidelberg able to defend the ball. Get that ball out of a dangerous situation. Matsuda. Very close contact at the moment, Royals. You feel they just want to shut down, apply that pressure, and just not allow any breathing space for Heidelberg, which at moments like that, just then, they're able just to draw in a mistake from the Burgers and then lock themselves into action. Offside against Royals, and the Burgers can reset. High ball, Vahopolis. Matsuda turns. Couldn't find a connection, Royals. Wild shot out of danger. Miyata wins it back to Heidelberg. In front of the away bench. It's turned over by Royals. As they're looking to move that ball down the right boundary. Connecting through towards Grober. Didn't get it. And it's chipped! It's chipped! But it's gone wide. Within range, something out of nothing. Langley. Gee. Why not get the keeper off guard? In that fashion, Bailey went, oof. I think I would have done that differently. It was way out of her line. And Langley just knew, if I had to get that ball into my feet, I'll just try to chip. Because I know Bailey is being kept off guard. Here's Langley again. Got the ball chested to ground. Couldn't find the far side of Ari. And Heidelberg. Can they keep the ball inside play? the Hopolis. Bit of a 1-2. Miata being challenged. Got the ball taken off her. Smith. It's back to Cooper. May have laid it a bit too much there. Couldn't decide who to go to. And Royals momentarily was on the counter. Heidelberg win the side ball again, and Barrero can re-switch it here for the Burgers. She'll start again. She gained about 10 metres. Oh, no, never mind. It's a Royals ball. Royals appealing for a free kick. They do get it. Referee Shaban writing in her book is Smith. Behind the ball here for a set piece for Essendon Royals. They're a long way from home, but she's got quite a big kick on it. It's been cleared away only momentarily for the Burgers. And a free kick given for Royals. Four-player wall. Cooper, Barrero, Miata. Shaban. Referee for today's game. Set this one up. Another closer range here for Smith. She might go all the way if she can. She does over the wall. And a save from Bailey. It was curling towards that top right corner. Bailey's got it covered. Corner kick for Royals on the far right. Fujiwara Ari getting ready for this one. Heaps of white and red in the box. Ball whips really near. Palmed away there by Bailey. It's back into the direction of Ari. Langley. Looks to find Smith. Turns. Burgers still struggling to get it out of. A dangerous situation at the moment. They can reset for another stoppage here. 1-1 at Olympic Village. And still anyone's game. 27 minutes in. Offside for the Royals. Sun is just slowly setting here. I think we've probably got another 5 minutes or so until the sun leaves us through the trees, which I think to a lot of people's pleasure. Just can't wait for that. So Burgers on the road side of the pitch. We'll reset again. Slow down a little bit here, but their lack of defending got away with them when that equaliser came through for the Royals. It was a well-deserved draw, but you could feel one lapse in concentration for Burgers can lead to conceding a goal, and Royals just saw that all unfold, especially Grober just broke down the defence. That goal, that assist from Ava Grober towards the direction of Sasha Curry. Just knew if Heidelberg are tagging my teammate Ari, I'll find another avenue. Ball retreats back to Bailey. She's going to attempt at all costs to get that play in her favour. So I've crossed over to Dorothy Laver Reserve if you're also watching or having the tab open for the Spring Hills and Alamein game. It's 83 minutes in and it's 0-0 at Dorothy Laver Reserve West. Very interesting game, as Alamein is sitting 4th on the ladder. What a turnaround they've had this season. Another team in the red. And Spring Hills promoted from VPL. Challenging teams. They drew to Box Hill last week. Now they're moments away for another draw against Alamein. That's currently happening right now. Long ball intercepted away there by Miata. Royals looks to clear. Wilbert. Turnover created, and they're very quick in the move here, Royals, but it's just a little bit of a wasted opportunity on the right side. Down to the home of Brunswick Juve and Bulleen Lions. I think they're about 86 minutes in of their game, and Bulleen currently leading 3-1. Free kick given to Essendon Royals. Quite a lot on the tally in this game today. Quick to move it along towards the direction of Grober. She makes a move. 3 Heidelberg jumpers. Opts to go back. Reset the ball. Verhopoulos got there first. It might be a bit too far reach there for Matsuda. Back to Hasten, finds Wild. Bailey, looking to go long. It's been headed down. Irie. Just maintaining possession momentarily here for Royals. Just building that patient build-up. Whips it towards Grober. Who's going to get there first? Van Dort. Through the Djuricic. Keeper. Board. Said, calm down a little bit. I've got this. So go to a right. Matsuda challenges. I'll drive it anyway forward. Fine pass from Mary. Here they go again. Grober in a dangerous position. Bailey. Oof. 1-on-1. Grober against Bailey. Bailey almost left it behind. Grober. How was she left alone there? You know, she reads the play so well and just removes herself from the defender. Almost running rings on this occasion. Here's Cooper. Up against the Terry Bartley. Matsuda couldn't get a foot on it. Cleared away by Royals. Miata will bring this one aground. Almost a bit too overzealous there. Now reset again. Dre. Matsuda. Backheel pass, looking for something. Out of nothing there on that occasion. Why not a little bit of flair in there? You've already got a goal in it, and she's averaging at the moment, Sawa Matsuda, 1 goal per game. Not a bad stat to have. Oh! Wonderful! Wonderful finish, that forward pressure. Very unexpected. And Essendon Royals, for the first time in this game, are in the lead. Heidelberg unable to get that out of play. The pole got in our way, but it was just cleverly done. Thank you very much. I'll take that one. They've spooked the home team, Essendon Royals. Doesn't take much in it. All it takes is a little bit of breakdown in defending. And before you know it, you've got Sasha Curry on a brace. She's absolutely shook the entire Heidelberg team once more. One of the best performances there coming from Curry. Really stepped up to the plate in the challenge in today's game against Heidelberg. Just put herself in the best position possible and really really attacked the ball with intent. Which if you've got the hunger for it, you'll be rewarded in such situations like that. And without a doubt, promising signs for Curry. Talk about the likes of Langley and Grober. It's those little moments for strikers that just get themselves in situations that will be make or break for games like this. And I think it'll be the difference between a win or a loss. Dre, wonderful, was able to pass Grober. They'll be a little bit more sharper here, Heidelberg. Commentator's curse have given the ball away. Just about 36 minutes in, and the away team coming out better off in this kind of last 10 minutes of play. Heidelberg just making key mistakes and very risky moves right in front of goal, and Royals, gee, it's out. Peel got hit in the back there. Quick to apologise, Royals. Hardy Dre just right about the halfway line. We'll bring this one in for the Burgers. High ball towards Peel. Grober. Langley got a hair on it. Back to Wild. And a little bit of pressure. We'll direct the ball forward. Board will have it all under control in her box. Wants to go high and long. Long ball from Barrero. There's Heidelberg on the move on the left side. Only momentarily under pressure. Free kick given to Essendon Royals. I think it was a trip there. Just a wild shot towards the huddle. Into a contest. Ball goes out of bounds for a Heidelberg ball. We've got another tab open here in the commentary box. FV emerging in Bentley Greens in overtime. FV Academy, actually. Currently leading 2 goals, by 2 goals, 4 in total, 2 to Bentley Greens. And that game is just about to wrap up at the home of the Matildas. I think they'll be going home with their second win of the season, FV Academy. very fitting to play and win at their home ground. High ball once again. It's been brought to ground by Miyata. She will retreat back to Bailey. As we go high and long towards Peel. Ball is still bouncing. Drew Grober. May have just been too heavy there for Mia Terry Bartley to get to. And Dre, can she find a clear target on this occasion? Up to short towards Burke, to Vlahopoulos. Miyata. Always got at least a player tagging. Wild whips it towards Matsuda. Miyata. It's a peel into the backside, using a player as a ramp. Left boot in. Oh! Unbelievable! What can Matsuda not do in a game like this? A header is probably, I would say, contender for goal of the round. Doesn't get any better than that. Matsuda, guess who? Inside the box and a fabulous finish. Still game on, 2-2. 2 goals apiece here at Olympic Village. And Sawa Matsuda steps up to the plate. The crowd is loving it. They have just saw that unfold when surely you've got to bring the goods towards the direction of Matsuda, and she will, without a doubt, find a way. And it was just wonderful, knowing that that ball is whipping towards a direction, and she's scoring goals from wonderful fashion like that. Very creative. Her head up, she gets it in just prime situations, fends off her defender, and just know where to hit it and how to hit it. And Heidelberg, as a team, as a unit, know exactly that with at any cost, just veer it towards the direction of goal, and they know that Matsuda will be there. They've broken through again and veering towards the end of the first half with 2 goals, both to Sawa Matsuda. And for Essendon Royals, you know that Sasha Curry, perhaps she might find a way through to find her 3rd goal. But, gee, these 2 players, these 2 strikers in a game like this can perform and can step up to the plate, to big moments. Sometimes it's not the best goals or how the goals come about, but it's just the way they present themselves and step up to challenges that would get their team over the line. They knew they had to dig deep, and they knew they just had to find a way to clear through. It's been pretty tricky in the back line for Essendon Royals. They've been able to hold down the fort, hold down Matsuda for, I would say, about 15 minutes ago. It's been shut down each and every time, but sometimes it's just a way through that Matsuda finds, and it's just unstoppable. You can find her anywhere on the pitch. Here they go again. Matsuda. Vlahopoulos couldn't get to a player. Another key target that Royals are trying to reach on a few key times is Ava Grober. But Grober has been more of an assist and playmaker than the one in goal contention. Here's Peel. Looking to shepherd away, then Terry Bartley. Back to board. Van Dort looks to head it away. Grober. To Smith. Oh, he's whipped again. It's brought to ground. Dre under pressure. Just about under 2 minutes. And stop clock. Overtime is what I meant to say. Can Heidelberg find another goal to get themselves back in the lead? for the second time this game, or will it be an even piece coming into the halftime break? And being winter, the lights will come upon us in the second half, and the temperatures will drop. It's dropping dramatically here. You can tell a few of the fans out here, they've come prepared with their puffer jackets, but it was quite lovely with the warmth of the sun earlier on at the beginning of the game. And it's going to be a different sort of temperature and conditions coming into the second half. It might get a little bit dewy here, as it normally does at Olympic Park. Bit of a slow ball earlier, but this dewiness and slipperiness of the pitch might come into play. Might make the game style a bit quicker in the second half. Very quick to move it down the boundary. Intercepted there, and Royals on the move on the right side. Couldn't keep the ball alive, but they've got another second opportunity. They've gained about 10 metres now. Not long to go in the first half, and what an entertaining one it's been. And the goals coming from absolutely wonderful fashion. And the Hoppolis couldn't keep it alive. Homiata crashing through. Peel falls to ground. Peels for a free kick. They do get it here, Heidelberg. They are within distance. Final moment chance here in the final end of the first half. A very important one to get themselves in the lead coming into the break. And behind the ball, looks like it's for Hoppolis and Barrero. Barrero's got quite a kick on it. High ball, but it's whipped in the breadbasket of Board. Extra time coming into play, so it's just a matter of when the referee will call it the end of the first half. High ball towards the centre of the pitch. Couldn't be brought to ground there by Airy. Wild, back to Bailey. They'll dig up some bit of time here. Bailey opts to short to, I believe it's Hasten on the far end. Burke. Still a tight contest here. Royals not stopping until the whistle blows. And I feel a lot of the spectators probably listening out for the whistle. Perhaps wants a nice warm beverage in the canteen here at Olympic Village. Peel. And a little bit of pressure. Got a very open there, Molly Burke. Oh, but it's been directed away. Peel. Just couldn't keep the ball alive, and defending there by Royals, but it's still a Heidelberg ball. Heidi Dre. Wants to go short. Back to Burke. Beaten no defender. Beaten Langley to Wild. Another bit of fancy footwork going. It's gone to the backside of Smith. Hasten. High ball. And there is the referee, Shubs, giving us the whistle of the halftime break. Here at Olympic Village, a very tight contest. First half. Key moments. Oh, Sawa Matsuda. What can go wrong? She's been wonderful. So has Curry for Essendon Royals. But still plenty to play for in the second. We'll take a short break, but don't go anywhere. The action continues shortly on the NPL Victoria Women's live stream. Halftime here at Olympic Village. Welcome back to Olympic Village for the second half of this round's 11 showdown in the NPL Victoria Women's Competition. The first half had it all. We had crackening, opener from Sawa Matsuda. And then that game, the response from Curry. Big saves from Board, the keeper for Royals. A few near misses as well. And it's really kept the crowd on edge. Both teams came out with intent, and neither's going to back down, I feel, here in the second half. Heidelberg will be looking to tighten their grip on the top spot. But, Essendon, they know there's a chance to turn the tide and take something from this game. Strap in, everybody. Second half underway as we speak. And speaking of Royals and the keeper and the saves, they've subbed off Zara Board and have brought on number 23, Ava Walters. Did have an inkling right ankle, I feel, injury from that goal that was scored there by Sawa Matsuda. It was quite a heavy knock, so they've subbed off keeper Board and brought on Walters as a shot stopper for Essendon Royals here in the second half. One great goalkeeper replaced with another as the bright lights have turned on. And we've just gone here with some nice sun setting that's just about to turn into darkness very soon. And in the stands, if you can see the shadows of a few of the spectators, you can feel that darkness is upon us. But nonetheless, game will still be a hot heat affair here at Olympic Village. Can they keep it alive here, Heidelberg? Or will Essendon, as mentioned, turn it around? This could be the turnaround for them. Heidelberg only have lost to one team, and that is South Melbourne. Back in round 6, I believe. Could be wrong, but that was a 5-1 loss. Since then, haven't had really any team to challenge them in terms of beating them and grabbing the crucial 3 points. Had a few draws since then. Heidelberg. Draw against Spring Hills did shook them a bit when they played away at Springside Recreation Reserve. But since then, they've really locked in their past 2 games to get them here in contention for another win to their name. It will be the 8th win if they can cross the line. This Peel, Mahopolis couldn't keep it into her possession, and Royals looking to clear it away. Heidelberg, what a season they've had. We're only probably a few rounds away where we will have the introduction of our A-League players coming into play in this season for the NPL competition. Might turn things around. Who will Essendon Royals bring in? And Heidelberg, will they bring back a few of their key players? This is a chance here for Royals. A few defenders come in play for Heidelberg and did just enough. Might be impaired here by the pole upon us. But nevertheless, we didn't see a goal on that occasion for Heidelberg. A corner kick for Essendon Royals. Royals, they might have a few key players up in their sleeve to bring in from the A-League competition. There's Ari. Whips the ball. Will it be palmed away? It does from Bailey. Still been brought to ground here by Royals. Back to Airy. Looks to trick a defender. It's going to be whipped in again by Royals. But offside's been called. No goal for Royals. Flag is up. And Heidelberg get away out of danger on that occasion. How many lives will they have this evening? Well, that seems to be taking one of their lives. Here's Royals. Look to reset. A wild shot from nowhere. Royals currently sitting in 6th place. Just behind Bulleen, Alamein, South Melbourne, Burundara Eagles. That's your top 6. Your bottom 6, you've got Preston Lions in 7th, Box Hill in 8th, Spring Hills in 9th, Bentley in 10th, Brunswick UVA 11th, and FV Academy might perhaps move to 11th place after their win today against Bentley Greens. There's Miata able to clear the ball away. Vlahopoulos. Miata fends off her defender. The ball is still kept alive here by Royals. Final touch there, just missed by Sasha Curry. Already scoring 2 wonderful goals for Essendon tonight. Just a forward pressure. One was an assist from Ava Grover, the first goal. Cleared away. It was just a wonderful assist from Grover. Saw the vision of Curry in the back post position, and then it was that second goal was a defensive error coming from Heidelberg that she capitalised on the opportunity and whipped it in without really being fazed by it and caught the keeper off guard. 2 goals in it for Heidelberg. Sawa Matsuda, both of her goals this evening have been scored by a header. Here's a header again. Been put to ground by Parkinson. Back to Parkinson. Barrero looking to clear it away. Van Dort under pressure. Up to go long. It's been put to ground by Langley. Grover couldn't get to it. Matsuda came back. And a Heidelberg side ball in front of the away bench. So a few back-to-back games for a few of these players and teams looking into the next round of the Nike Cup, and it looks like there's going to be another substitute here for Heidelberg. Coming off will be Catherine Vlahopoulos, number 8, and replacing her at number 20. That's not on my list. We'll have to confirm. Maybe the number is incorrect on my list. I think what's said on the referee's 4th official board is not true, but that's okay. We'll move on to the game. No Steph Galea. She looks to me like a late out in the game. Maybe resting in this game, as I mentioned earlier. Nike FC Cup is upon us. Round 5, Essendon Royals have been knocked out of the Nike Cup run, losing to Bandura United FC in the VPL competition 3-1 on Tuesday evening. And that was up where Bandura's territory in Epping. So they're out of the race, Essendon Royals. So it could be perhaps back-to-back games from last round to the Nike Cup to tonight, but it doesn't look like they're slowing down any time soon, where you feel Heidelberg is resting a few of their key players like Steph Galea to get ready for their Nike Cup game, and that's coming up this Tuesday evening. They're up against Caroline Springs George Cross FC at City Vista Pavilion at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday evening. This coming Tuesday, the 3rd of June. Other cup games that's also happening throughout next week. Wednesday will be a big night at the home of the Matildas. They're hosting 2 big Nike Cup games. One being FC Clifton Hill, who've gone through this round. They've got quite a very lucky fixture with them. As ball whips in towards the box, Royals looking to find a way out, but Heidelberg have kept it alive. It's whipped in, but nothing too lethal for the Royals as they draw in a corner kick on the far right end So Manningham United Blues up against FC Clifton Hill in their next matchup on Wednesday evening, and that's starting at 7:30 p.m. They'll be in the main pitch. If you're also at the home of the Matildas on Wednesday night, Avondale FC have got South Melbourne, and that's playing in pitch 5 at 7:30 p.m. also. This is the corner kick taken here by Heidelberg. Low ball towards the near post. Molly Burke couldn't keep it alive, and they'll try for another one here, Heidelberg. Barrero might go deeper, perhaps. Peel is there. Didn't opt for the deeper option, and it's whipped out of play. So a player that's come on board for Catville Hopplers, number 30, Aaron Tarrant. Barrero opts to go short. It'll be a Royals ball deep inside the defensive half. Going to find someone there in the boundary. Barrero to Matsuda. Looking to clear it towards Peel. Out of bounds once again for a Heidelberg side ball. Barrero will come again to bring this one in for the yellow and black. Matsuda. Barrero. Miata coming from anywhere, coming from nowhere, whips it in, cut, turn, shoots! It's been veered out. But it was all from Miata, just crashing through. Won the ball for Heidelberg and whipped it in on a left boot. She'll go short to Barrero, which can whip it in. Matsuda, head up. And saved there in the near post by Walters. They'll reset the ball here, Essendon. Can they clear it out? It's been all one-way traffic for Heidelberg in the past few moments of the game. They're just struggling to get it out of that dangerous position here. Not the best pass we've seen from Heidelberg. Langley looking to whip it towards Grober. And just ping-ponged its way up and down the pitch here. Another substitute on the line here for Essendon Royals. Amy Parkinson will take a break for Alicia Bresciano. Barrero. Long ball towards Peel. Miata trying all sorts of limbs to get it out of danger. Airy. Oh, not the best defending we've seen from Heidelberg. But it's been mopped anyway by Bailey. Hayson. Retreats back to Bailey. Wonderful vision here. Picture perfect at Olympic Village. Was sun nice and shining earlier on in the game. And just see this, the nice sunsets. Melbourne sure do bring quite a lot of beautiful sunsets in a lot of grounds. If you've ever been up in Hume, there's been quite some beautiful sunsets there at their stadium. And Lakeside Stadium, we've got the city behind them as well. So, but you just feel especially on a night like this. So clear, not a single cloud in the sky here today. Very beautiful. Tugging the jumper, plays on, says the referee. And they'll reset from the back line. Looks to opt for the right side. Chance here for Heidelberg. Ball is still into play. Essendon coming in with numbers. It's whipped in. And over the crossbar. Right idea there for Heidelberg. So plenty of cup games coming up this week. I think we've got by round coming up just to give these players, so it won't be any games next week just due to the bye round for the Nike Cup. As Heidelberg throwing everything into the kitchen sink to see if anything's going to come out of it. Royals, strict defending at this stage, is keeping a close eye on their opponent. They're able to just to break down the passes of Heidelberg, tagging crucial players like Matsuda or Peel lurking. Here's Matsuda. And speaking of Peel, touch could have been a little bit better, but she still keeps the ball into play here for Heidelberg. Barrero being beaten by Airy. And the counter-attack is on here for Royals. And also keeping a little bit tight there, but cleared away there by Heidelberg. No Bayside Astronauts FC. They're up against Geelong Galaxy, so that is a very sci-fi-ish opponent. Ships in reserve, that'll be on Thursday evening, 7:45 p.m. Burundara Eagles up against FC Bulleen Lions. NPL teams clash for Nike FC Cup position to go into the next round. That's going to be quite an exciting game. And then you've got other two NPL teams versing each other will be Spring Hills and FV Academy. Friday evening fixture for Spring Hills. They won the home advantage, and back heel from Matsuda to Miyato, but it wasn't being cleverly done there. Airy. Barrero did well. Matsuda. To Peel. Still Peel. Cut off by Essendon. Berg desperate to keep the ball alive. Miyata. Lays it away, but it's been cleverly defended there by Royals. Airy. Trying to move things along here. Essendon eventually has to be tracked back. Burke. Sperero. No option forward. And Barrero unable to keep the ball alive for Heidelberg and Essendon. And they capitalise on this opportunity. Bresciano. Opting for the long sleeves here. It's whipped in. It's gone past absolutely everybody. Grober. Couldn't cut it back in for a teammate, and they might have another go here, Essendon. And eventually out of bounds. We've still got Betty Michael to come on. Philomena Delic, Emily Harbers, Renee Pocock. As substitutes were Heidelberg. Amelia Ingalls, Samantha Kerwood-Wagner wasn't on the starting 11 on today's game. And Marika Chua and Shyla Bala Ateli. Rero, bit open here on the left side. So move it towards her striker. Didn't get to her. Langley. We're drawing something there from Grover. Erie to Smith. And chases on. Grover able to whip it in. Wasn't cleared away, but Heidelberg right in front of their goal. Very risky move there. Almost could have had Bailey collect it cleanly, but they managed to keep the ball alive. High ball. This is just a matter of able to keep the ball into play here for Royals. 2 goals apiece. Still goalless in the second half, though. They've kept it on a very even level so far. And a few risky moves. Grover. Touch is rise. The touch is lovely. Just a bit too much mustard behind the ball there for Ava Grover. Right idea. She had a really good hard look at the goal, but she may have just tried to over-chip the keeper on that occasion, which Emma Langley almost did in the first half. I know Bailey comes out of her line quite often, and just to keep the keeper off guard, why not try moves in that fashion? So big Nike games up ahead in the next week coming up. And a few of those will be streamed. Perhaps not all of the Nike games, but a few might be streamed. I'm sure that will be posted momentarily. Oh, that's Suda. Applying the pressure there towards keeper Ava Walters. Alamein was able to get themselves into the next round for the Nike Cup, defeating Calder United at Keilor Park on Tuesday evening. Baroro crashes through Matsuda. I'm going to find Molly Burke. It's going to go back to Peel. Twist and turn. Langley have won the ball and almost gave it away. Did give it away to Hasten. Opposites away to the far end of the pitch. Eventually will be a throw-in for Heidelberg. Short pass towards Tarrant. It's a crash away through. It's Burke. Back to Barrero. She can shoot from there, surely. Just wide to the left. According to the scoreboard, we're 68 minutes in. As Royals look to... Oh no, it's Heidelberg. Another substitute for them. On comes Amelia Ingalls for Canberra. Side ball for the Royals. So if once the Nike FC Cup round for next week finishes, we're back again here the following week. And also it's the King's Birthday long weekend next weekend as well. So for those that aren't partaking in the Nike FC Cup, or if they are playing throughout the week, they've got a nice long weekend to enjoy, to rest for a bye round for one of these players. A nice, well-earned break, especially if those having inkling injuries could perhaps be very fitting to the timing of the bye round. But once we all come back for round 12, Royals will verse Brunswick UV, and that will be at their home ground at Cross Keys Reserve. As this time around, Royals will take on Renee Pocock for Kobe Wilbert. Long ball, Grober on the chase there against Hayson. Still applying that pressure. You saw how that resulted in a goal earlier in this game. And Curry came right behind the keeper. They're not falling for that trick again. Another stoppage here right in front of the broadcast end. Prestiano have gained 5 metres. We'll have another attempt here. Good use of the body. Royals get another chance here. Prestiano. It's been headed away. Burke. Find Matsuda. A little bit of open space here for Matsuda. Opts to lay it. Asking a lot from her teammate, but can the ball whip back in? It does. Oh, it's in the post. It's hit the crossbar. Oh, wow. And second opportunity. The ball is still alive. The ball is still alive. Can you believe it? Soa Matsuda on a hat-trick with the assist from Miata. And the keeper's down again. Soa Matsuda taking on all the keepers. You are not safe whatsoever, but she's ecstatic. Having a hat-trick and perhaps the goal winning for her team tonight. On fire, Matsuda. Very entertaining finish. But she's taken off another goalkeeper. She did in the second goal against Zara Board, and now Ava Walters is in the crossfire. It was Miyata. You can tell the control and just the playmaking. Get it to Soa Matsuda at all cost. And she was just able just to stay composed in front of goal. Walters were clipped by her own teammate, so she couldn't really find a way to get back after the ball landed in the feet of Matsuda. But Matsuda, I think, halfway through her celebration, looked like she was almost about to do a cartwheel, but I think she opted maybe not risk injuring myself if I do want to try a celebration like a cartwheel. But personal best from Soa Matsuda. Thrilling game, and Heidelberg fans were just up and about. So was Matsuda. And this could be perhaps a goal to remember for Soa. Round 11. That moment where she scored her third goal in a game that's just been quite a tight contest. Royals know how to respond. They've done that twice. Can they do it again? Where is Curry when you need her? She's been subbed off. I know she's still there. Just thinking of the wrong player for a moment. But Curry, it's your time to step up for Royals. This time round, they've got a fender to her, either Emma Lamley or Ava Grober. Lay it off to Sasha Curry, and she'll be able to find a way to score once more for Royals. They're up against Brunswick UVA. Even though you're playing against a team that are lower position on the ladder, it's still quite a challenging one because you never know what's going to happen. As Berger's on the move again. Stopped there by Smith. We'll have another opportunity. Still kept alive here, and they're attacking just on the right side. But it's still kept in play. Oh! The same sound that we're calling from the stands here is just the sound you expect from any fan out there. Is that ricochet with force, and you thought, oh, maybe that would have landed itself to the back of the net, but Essendon Royals have used one of their 9 lives. Heidelberg used one of their lives earlier when it was a potential goal for Essendon Royals, but it was an offside call, and that ricocheted off the keeper and hit the post. Very unlucky for Heidelberg, but why not trial up a few things here? Still plenty of game time to go, and plenty of game time for Royals to catch up. Just under 14 minutes. We saw them score a goal within less than 2 minutes of the other goal being scored, so not impossible. Oh, Heidelberg, one challenge after another after this game. We've got Tuesday, Nike Cup FC against George Cross. That's a State 1 team still in the Nike Cup competition. When they come back from that and from their break, they'll be up against Burundara Eagles FC back here at Olympic Village. Free kick given there to Essendon Royals. Week after that, Essendon Royals remain back at home against Box Hill in round 13. And Heidelberg will go up against Bentley Greens at home. Ball whips its way through. No Matsuda in sight. That's perhaps why the ball wasn't going near the back of the net on that occasion. Here's Airy. Going up against Matsuda. Just holding the ball momentarily. Didn't decide to drive the ball forward. And ball eventually goes to no man's land. And Heidelberg will reset. So the score remain as it is. Heidelberg will remain top spot on the ladder. Royals depending on how things go, could stay a 6, or they might perhaps move up to 5th. Don't have the live ladder on me. Bailey will reset the ball here. Essendon side ball right in front of their bench. Feel their staff have got their blankets all there. Very, very smart. Maybe I feel like we might start bringing a blanket or even a heated blanket. How would that be? then we'll need a source of power. But that's, if you're sitting on the bench and conditions like tonight where the temperatures change so dramatically, under a heated blanket, oh, that's luxury for you. Ball is making its way in the air, and Heidelberg looking to whip that ball in. Still in Heidelberg's possession. Miata lurking there in the box. Uses again. For Royals, we've got Betty Michael coming on for Michaela Jusic. Play resumes in just under 9 minutes remaining in this game. Heidelberg holding on to the lead momentarily, but they know how quickly that will turn around. Essendon Royals, can they find the equaliser once again? They've done it twice. Can they find key players like Curry or Grover or Langley? Next goal that is scored by Heidelberg perhaps could be the game sealer. There's Walters. Royals. Towards Curry, been brought to ground there, Mamiata. Bill just couldn't get there. Free kick given to Essendon Royals. Quick to move things along, Matsuda. Back to the direction of Peel. Couldn't hold on to the ball, and Curry, clever turn. Wasn't able to find her target. Heidelberg attempting to keep the ball alive. A lot of players being very vocal on the ground. This is Heidelberg holding on to their lead, and Essendon, they need to act, and they need to act quickly. Time will tick very quickly. This last 8 minutes, may feel like you've got a lot of time, but the more you let it slip, the more that time is going against you. Burks crushes in, so did Matsuda. And we've got two players on the ground now. I'm sure it may have been just a knock to the head. Or a face. For Terry Bartley, and then from nowhere Matsuda just came in rolling. It was out of play and out of the image as well. I think she just clipped the foot of her opponent and she went flying. Her right ankle, she's just limping at the moment. She's just trying to stretch it out at the moment, Matsuda. But Terry Bartley is taking a little bit longer to find her feet. As Bronte Peel takes a break for Shyla Bala-Atelli, number 46, coming on here in the 85th minute of the game. Play resumes, and the mountain that Essendon Royals is climbing at the moment. Heidelberg has almost reached the top to gain the 3 points, but can they overtake them? The ball just makes its way back here. Looks like it was out of bounds by the Lions marshal. Ball is whipped in. Miyata. I'm not going to find Matsuda. Ball's been great so far for Heidelberg, but just the final third. Still yet to find a key player to retrieve. Perhaps tired legs out there, and now is a sense of urgency. Miyata. Why not try the Ravono on something like that? Aiming for the ball, but it's not the yellow and black Royals. Throwing towards Burke, left it behind. Smith does win it for her team on that occasion. Back to Smith, looking for the long option. Burgers whoops it through the center of the pitch. But may have just been too heavy touch there. High ball once again. Royals did not want the ball to continue moving on down the pitch whatsoever. So clever defending. As another stoppage occurs here. Side ball right in front of the Heidelberg bench. 3 goals to Heidelberg, 2 to Essendon Royals, and not long to go here in the game. Just about counting down the last 3 minutes or so, plus overtime. To quickly turn around here, and a luxury of defending perhaps could cost Heidelberg their lead and the 3 points, but they've been quite solid in the back line. They've seems to rectify on a few key mistakes that we saw earlier on in the half, where they didn't tag and gave a bit too much open space to over Grober, but you haven't seen too much of that movement going towards that direction, where Grober can be a little bit more dynamic in one-on-one situations. Mia Bailey, again, on form. Kept it alive here for her team. Well, still juggling in the air, where Royal keepers have just been targeted. Only accidental of those hard knocks. But first half, we saw Broad going into ground there from perhaps a right ankle injury. And then it was Ava Walters' turn to have her teammate crash to her. So we saw something similar. Matildas and Argentina played at the Marvel Stadium in Docklands last night. Spoiler alert, if you did not watch the game or did not attend the game, we as an Australian Patillies, won the game 2-0 against Argentina. And one of the heavy knocks from the keeper from Argentina was from her own teammates, clipped. Was it Van Egmond? I can't remember who it was, but it was a similar style of collision from Ava Walters. Ball is still whipped in, but they just really haven't got that target down pat to get the ball in or get a player in position inside the box in the final third for Royals as counter-attack is on here for Burgers. Ball is still kept alive. And it's just gone wide to the left. Walters able to kick that ball out of harm's way. But gee, if there was someone lurking in the back post, it would have been game over. Reach the 90-minute mark. Now Burgers, can they hold on to the lead? Ball whips into the boundary. Couldn't kept alive by Royals. Been told to quickly move it along. Intercepted by Burgers. It's going to go back to keeper Walters. She'll go high and long. Ball is still bouncy. Hasten to Burke. Looks to whip it long again. Royals able to shut down that passage of play. They've done well there in the right wing. But is it enough? Just now up to the referee to decide when this game will be over. Having a scoreboard on the pitch makes it very helpful for the spectators, for the players to see how far along the game is, and they can dictate on the urgency of the game. Sometimes it is scoreboard pressure. Do you have that inkling sense that you're trailing? Sometimes you just got to let it go and not play to the scoreboard. And it is very handy having it here, especially in the NPL women's competition. Side ball for Heidelberg. Not long to go. It's just a matter of that whistle being blown, and Essendon, they're just going to throw everything out here. Take a few more risks, go long, get your players into positions, and perhaps work on the counter-attack. Oh, may have just been a little bit too late here. Ball whips through the centre of the pitch. Big moment there, but Heidelberg able to whip the ball back into their attacking half. And it's offside. So, well-deserved break for Royals. They won't be back until Saturday, 14th of June for round 12 fixture against NPLWVIC. And there's a final whistle blown there by referee. Heidelberg at home have gained the 3 points. Wow, final full time at Olympic Village. What a way for the Warriors, who walked away with all 3 points. Another strong performance from the league leaders. They've stayed composed. They've been very clinical and showing exactly why they're on top of the table. Essendon had their moments, but in the end, the Burgers proved too strong on the home turf. That's a statement win, and the momentum just keeps building. Well, before we sign off, a huge thanks to everyone who made today's match possible. Our referees and officials for keeping the game flowing fairly. The pitch staff who keep Olympic Village in top shape. The dedicated volunteers who support the teams and crowd behind the scenes. Our camera crew and production team bringing the action to screens. Football Victoria, thank you for their continued work in developing the women's game. And of course, the families and fans. Whether you're in the stands or watching from home, your support drives this league forward. Thanks for being with us. We'll catch you tomorrow for the final game of the NPLW Round 11 fixture. and for more NPL action. Until then, stay safe and keep supporting the game. Get home safe, have a lovely evening, and have a lovely weekend. I'm Han Solo, signing off. Final score, Heidelberg 3, Essendon Royals 2.